How to have a straw man argument 101. See, here's how it works. Let's say you have a shitty argument. Let's say you just have a shitty, like, oh, I don't know, let's just come up with, let's say you support a law that is intended to stop a couple dozen non-eligible voters from voting in any given year, but at the same time disenfranchises millions of actual eligible voters from voting. That's a shitty idea. And any argument in support of that idea is going to be a shitty argument. You don't want to have that argument, right? So what you do is you come up with a shittier argument. Like, oh, let's just not have any identification at all. We'll just have a voting free-for-all. Anybody can vote as much as they want. That's a shitty argument. Maybe arguably that's a shittier argument than the one that you're arguing. So there's your argument. So then what you do is you insist that anybody who's opposed to your original argument, the one about the eligible voters, is actually arguing about the even shittier idea of just having the voter free-for-all. You pretend that that's what they're saying, even when that's not at all what they're saying, because nobody's saying that. That's the definition of a straw man argument. You see how this works? Now this requires discipline. This requires restraint, because no matter what your opponent says, you have to pretend that what they're saying is the shittier argument. You have to pretend that they're really advocating for voter free-for-all rather than a shitty voter ID program, right? You have to stay on mark. You cannot, under any circumstances, acknowledge the reasonable points that they're making. Because if you do that, then you're going to have to acknowledge the fact that your argument is shitty, and under no circumstances should you do that, because that is going to not just prove you wrong, but it will be a hit to your cherished identity. We can't allow that to happen. So that's why we create these straw man arguments. I hope this helps you.